Hello, everybody. You've tuned into the Indiana State Police Roadshow, brought to you by the Indiana State Police Alliance, Cops for Kids. I'm your host, Sergeant Rich Myers, with the Indiana State Police Public Information Office. Thank you for tuning in today. We've got a great show lined up for you. Got some good information that's going to come out. Got three guests here today, all in blue, all ready to go. All members of the, two members of our recruiting section. Sergeant Dean Wildauer, thanks for coming in, Dean.
Thank you very much for the invite.
Appreciate you being here. Sergeant Roosevelt Williams, thank you, Sarge, for being here this morning. Officer Dennis Bennett, thank you for being here for Capitol Police Section.
Oh, thank you for inviting me, sir.
I appreciate you being here, and that's actually what we're here for to talk about this morning is the Capitol Police Section and a hiring process that's going on right now. And it has already started, right, gentlemen?
That's correct. Application was announced July 5th.
July 5th, so here we are today. This will be airing here July 13th, 14th, 15th, so it's been going on for 10 days. Got a few more days that we're accepting applications, but tell us how this came about and why the need for applications right now and how many you're looking for.
Right, so we started application a couple weeks ago, July 5th, and application pool is looking great right now. We're looking to hire approximately 20 or so new Capitol officers.
Really?
A number has not been totally determined yet, but approximately about 20 officers we're looking to hire. Here, next couple of days, the application will close July 18th, which is the application deadline.
Okay, so that's coming up quick, July 18th, midnight, July 18th.
Correct, 11:59 Eastern Standard Time.
And Dean, where did somebody need to go if they're going to apply for this position?
You can go online. The Indiana State Police, we go to our website.
Okay.
You can go under careers.
Probably the easiest way, just use your favorite search engine, put it Indiana State Police.
Sure.
And the left-hand side there, it says career opportunities, and Capitol Police sections right there tells you everything you need to know.
Just follow it all the way down. It'll kind of push you through it. If you have any questions or anything, you can go to the recruiters. I'm on there, and so is Roosevelt. We can answer any questions. And really, it's the only prerequisites are you have to be a U.S. citizen. You have to be 21 years of age.
That's the time you come out of the academy, correct?
Yes, you can apply, and this is important. I'm glad you brought that up, is you can apply when you're 20 years old.
Right.
And this isn't an overnight going to work at a fast food restaurant where you apply today and you find out tomorrow. It is expedited, but it's a lengthy process.
All right. There's quite a bit involved in this process, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah. You're going to take a polygraph test. You're going to do you have physical standards that you have to pass, and a psychological and an oral interview. And in addition to that, we want your vision. It has to be corrected up to 20/50. You have to possess a valid driver's license to operate an automobile, and it doesn't have to be an Indiana license. It does once we hire you. We'd like you to have a valid Indiana license. But if you're from Illinois and you're interested, or you happen to be here for school getting ready to graduate and you're from out of state, your license will work as long as it's a valid license. And the last thing is you have to have a high school diploma or a GED.
Okay. That's important. So, Officer Bennett, how long have you been with Capitol Police?
Sir, believe it or not, 13 years.
13 years with Capitol Police. Good for you. And your shift now?
I'm working the afternoon shift. That shift starts at 3 p.m. and ends at 11 p.m.
So give us a little bit about your daily work detail there at the Capitol Police.
Okay. Well, come in at 3, go up and get some information from the previous shift OIC, officer in charge, lets me know what's going on. And then from there, I get into my commission, drive around, butt up with local police agencies, Metro and IUPUI,
okay,
and just patrol the city.
So your duties and responsibilities, what primarily are they? What's your area of patrol here for Capitol Police Section?
Okay. I was just thinking about that yesterday, so I realized that I probably had to put this stuff down because, believe it or not, the Capitol Police covers a lot of area.
Yeah.
This is just a list, but not limited to this list. The Indiana Government Center South, the Indiana Government Center North, White River State Park, the zoo, the Circle, the Governor's Mansion, the Capitol, all the parks downtown, the canal,
yeah,
the just to name a few.
My goodness, that's quite a bit of area that you guys are covering it, and a lot of people probably don't realize that you cover the governor's mansion,
Yes, sir.
which is away from this area, and I know you cover the Indiana State Police Lab also.
Yes, sir, we do, which is on 16th Street.
Yeah, which is away from this area. All the monuments
Yes, sir.
for the city, and you talked about the White River State Park. So if they have a concert or something there, you guys are a presence there also, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
That's something it's very, very unique. And so, do you guys always in cars? Are you in foot patrol? How's that work out?
It's a mixture of both. We do get in cars, but we like to have or do what we call community policing.
Okay.
And so sometimes we'll get out and we'll park the car. We'll walk around. We either walk around the canal, introduce ourselves to folks, and try to keep people comfortable.
Well, this is probably more direct contact than with our job, even, right, Dean?
Yeah, you're definitely more with our job. We're the deterrent. We're trying to slow you down. With them, they're just making sure the monument, everyone there is safe.
Yeah.
So they're having a face-to-face conversation with several people on a daily basis.
Talk a little bit about when the legislatures come into town too. You kind of got a little city within itself here, then, don't you?
I'm glad that you put it that way because within those three buildings, the North, the South building, and the Capitol building, it is a little bit of a city. When the legislators are in town, that's when we have the biggest presence because there's so many people coming in and out of those areas that we need to be eyeballing just about everybody to coin a phrase.
And do you guys work also at providing security for those buildings? Is there a security that people have to go through to get into those buildings?
There are a security areas in which checkpoints in which we are man also with a civilian security team.
Roosevelt, talk a little bit about if somebody was interested in this and they got to become a patrolman or patrol person in the process. What happens? Is there a movement that they can expand upon? Is there detective parts? Is there a other type of patrols that they can get involved with if they want to?
Right. There's several different career opportunities within the Capitol Police section. One of them being he spoke about patrols, but you also have your bike patrol as well. So they have two separate teams for bike patrol, 3 or 4 officers on each team, which they do bike patrol. They also have EOD officers, which is also our K-9 bum officers as well. So there's opportunity to potentially become a K-9 officer as well. They have detectives assigned for special investigation as well. So different career path that you could take within the Capitol Police section.
So if somebody was interested in moving up a little bit, other than maybe being a patrol officer, they could work to be into that part of the patrol also.
Right. In addition, you have your squad sergeants also as well as an opportunity to move up, as well as lieutenants.
So where are they assigned to daily? Do their shifts move around, Officer Bennett, or do you guys pretty much doing the same shift daily? Your daily shift, is it 3:30 to midnight every day?
Yes,
So
for at least close to a year, we have a shift bidding, which generally goes on February.
Okay.
And from February to the end of the year until the next February, that will be your assigned working time period.
Well, again, you're tuned into the Indiana State Police Roadshow, brought to you by the Indiana State Police Alliance. I've got Sergeant Wildauer, Sergeant Roosevelt Williams, and Officer Bennett with the Indiana State Police Recruiting Division and Capitol Police. We're talking about hiring for the Capitol Police, and they've got some openings going on right now that they're trying to get people to apply for and to be interested in. So what type of calls do you get a lot of? What are your daily calls that maybe you're helping people out with?
All right. Once again, here's a large area that people don't understand. Capitol Police are important. Mm-hmm. We do medical runs. Now think about doing a medical run in an area that may cover 3,000 people on a daily basis. Thank God everyone doesn't get sick at one time. We do domestic runs. We do a little bit of traffic. Okay, we do all types of runs in the Capitol Police section.
Do you find that this is expanding too, that you're getting more calls for service all the time, that the place is getting larger?
I will tell you that the city of Indianapolis is global. We have people that came here from Burma.
Yeah.
I met a guy from Burma. I don't even know where Burma is. And it was just fascinating to talk with him the last
I
couple
think
of
it's
weeks.
south of South Bend.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yes, sir. But
That's Bern, I think.
Oh, okay, Bern.
Indianapolis has become global, and we deal with a lot of people. Just think, 3,000 people, if they all come to work just in our little city alone, not to include Indianapolis as a whole. The job of the Indiana State Police Capitol Police Section is important.
Yeah.
It was created for that particular reason. Glad to be here.
Good.
If you look at the events that come to Indy, whether it be a Colts game, that's just south of where the majority of property that these guys patrol is. This coming weekend is going to be probably one of your busier weekends.
Yes, sir.
Several thousand people coming to town for the summer celebration next weekend.
Okay.
And with that come the youth, and the youth, they don't always make the greatest decisions, whether it be Expo weekend or whether it be the four-wheel drive weekend. They just, you get the youth away from the parents, and it's time to kind of act up, and Capitol Police plays a huge role in keeping our monuments and everything.
And you'll see a lot of more Capitol Police officers on the canal during that weekend celebration, on bike patrol, foot patrol, as those thousands of people come in for that Black Expo celebration.
Well,
Agreed.
that's good. So, what have been your duties? What else have been your duties and responsibilities throughout your career? Have you done other jobs within the Capitol Police?
At one particular point, I was fortunate enough to be a Capitol Police sergeant for a while. I had to give that up because my mother had gotten sick. So I did that for a while, and also I was I'm a field training officer. So
Well, 14 years on, you should be.
I get an opportunity to help mold new officers, and that's always been great for me.
What kind of person are you guys looking for? Retired officers, new people wanting to come in?
We looking for those that are self-motivated, self-driven, those with integrity. You can apply at the age of 20. You got to be 21 before January of 2019. So you can be as young as 20 when you apply, and there's no max age. So it's a great opportunity for those retired officers or who will be retiring here soon, or those military folks who's transitioning from the military or transitioning from the reserves too. So tons of opportunity for all folks.
The nice thing about Capitol Police, well, there's several, but the academy they attend, if they don't have prior law enforcement, it begins, is that October 8th? October 8th. They go out to the ILEA. It's an 18-week academy. They come home on the weekends, and it's only an 18-week versus the Trooper Academy, which is 24. Same training. Ours is a little more in depth, and we deal more, when I say we, being the Trooper side of it. Ours is a 24-week. In addition to that, you know where you're going to be every day. You get assigned Capitol Police, and hey, I know I've got I'm working, Sunday through Monday. I know I'm off, set days off. You can have your life after
Right.
the Capitol Police, which is really nice to have versus, the troops we get called day in, day out. And the most important thing for me is I think there's no maximum age. We have to retire at 65. You do not on the Capitol Police. There's a grandpa there named Tim Denny right now, and he's older than this
Tim was
building,
on
I think.
state police for 75 years. I
Tim
think.
came on with a horse.
Yeah.
And they retired his horse. But they still have the, what was that, the black powder gun he came on with?
Yeah. Yeah, he still carries that.
You
that
do realize
flintlock.
I have to work with him.
That's his backup gun. That is his
But
backup.
it's a great opportunity for those that's retiring and looking for a second career. We actually have an accelerated program for retired officers or retiring officers. So depending on training records, they won't have to go through another academy, and we'll kind of transition them into the immediately go into that polygraph phase of the selection process. So we got an expedited process for retired officers.
That'd be great. And you mentioned the LEA, which is in Plainfield. So if somebody wanted to attend, it'd be 18 weeks in Plainfield, Monday through Friday, and then they would be hired.
So
out
you
of
get
that.
done Friday, give or take 4 o'clock at the end of business, and then you report back Sunday night or Monday morning.
And it's the same exact academy as, let's say, Martinsville Police Department.
Yeah.
It's the same academy they send their officer to, or Carmel PD. You're there with those officers, and you're going through the same training. Full-fledged police officer, your duties are a little different. You're not going to, I can't really say you're not going to burglaries because they've been
we
breaking in
do
cars,
weekends.
and these guys do it. So, we're doing it. We've been very fortunate, as far as homicides and stuff like that happening on our property. But and there's no wood. Well, there is a little wood here to knock on, but it's
Well, guys, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. We're down to our last 30 seconds, but I appreciate it. But very important, Indiana State Police Capitol Police Division is hiring. Get online. Just Google or favorite search engine, Indiana State Police, and on your left-hand side is career opportunities. Go there, get your application in. As long as you got it applied, you're good to go, right?
Right. And one of the biggest things I like to say about the application, if
Real
you're
quick.
waiting on supporting documents, you can go ahead and submit your application and bring those documents with you at a later date.
Okay, good deal. Well, you've been listening to the Indiana State Police Roadshow. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you get your app in. Good to hear from it. Thanks. Roadshow is out.